Corinne.
Hi, I'm Carlotta, and this is Coco. Welcome to the first episode of Hooked on Marketing. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a series where we're going to talk about digital marketing tactics to enhance your business digital presence. Today, it's our first episode, and we are going to be talking about search engine optimization, or SEO. Corinne, why don't you tell us a little bit about what SEO is?
Yeah, of course, Carlotta, thanks. So SEO, or search engine optimization, is a set of practices designed to help you improve your web pages, appearance, and just digital presence overall. The great thing about designing SEO tactics is so that you can put these in place so you can rank higher in Google's search engine results. You can do this through a variety of different things, such as keywords. But Carlotta, wouldn't you agree that implementing these various SEO tactics is really important to grow a business?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. Like when you go on Google and you type a keyword, you hope that the person who typed it is going to land on your page and not on your competitors.
Right.
So it's really important to do definitely keyword research for every page of your website, especially the most important ones. And again, it's definitely fundamental if you really want to be on that first page and be found. One thing though that I feel is that there is this misconception of SEO that is just about keywords and metadata. Wouldn't you agree, Corinne?
Yeah.
A lot of people, yeah.
Of course, I run into this a lot too. And search engine optimization is much more than keywords and metadata. I mean, you think about local optimization, you think about site speed, which is very important, and Google will ding you if your site's running too slow. Not only that, but there's ADA compliance. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. There is so much that SEO encompasses. But right now, let's jump into Coco's tool for success. So Coco, why don't you tell us a little bit about what tools our audience can use to succeed? Coco? Well, I apologize. I guess it's a bit shy. I mean, first episode, don't blame it.
Yeah,
right?
We can't blame it.
Absolutely. Corinne, why don't you help him out and just, talk about some tools?
That sounds good. So one tool that I really love, and I use it all the time, especially at SiteSeeker performing audits, is Screaming Frog. So Screaming Frog, it's an SEO tool. It helps you crawl websites. The really great thing about it is you can crawl 500 websites or URLs for free. So instead of just kind of talking about it, why don't we just go ahead and hop in the tool and I'll show you.
Walkthrough of the tool and explain a little more about what it does and some of its features. For demonstration purposes, I am going to use SiteSeeker's website. So I'll go ahead and add the URL to this top bar here and click Start. As you can see, the data will start populating immediately in this main window pane here. And just to give you a bit of background, Screaming Frog is a desktop tool that you can download and install on Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, and it analyzes websites for common SEO issues, and it helps to identify issues at scale so you can collect the data you need to make informed SEO decisions. And as we mentioned in the episode, it is a free tool that you can use to crawl up to 500 URLs at a time. If you need to crawl more URLs, then I would definitely recommend buying a license, and for this demonstration we are using a licensed version. But Screaming Frog is commonly used by SEO professionals. It can be used for beginners though, and the Screaming Frog website has a lot of helpful user guides and tutorials to help you learn more, especially if you're a beginner. So as you can see at the top here, it does tell me the amount or percentage currently being crawled. Down here it also tells you the average number of URLs being crawled per second, and over here it tells you how many URLs have been completed and how many URLs you have remaining. So you can see the types of data and URLs that are being crawled. You have status codes here. If you scroll over a bit, you can also see the indexability, so if it's indexed or non-indexed. Additionally, you can see your meta title, you can see your meta description, keywords, H1s, etc. So it does really provide you with a lot of really great and helpful information. The tool also organizes data via the tabs at the top that have respective filters around types or issues. So at the moment we are on the internal tab, which includes all the URLs that are internal, and this has various filters around the different types. So you can filter by HTML, JavaScript, CSS, but if I click a more specific tab such as page titles here, the filter will be specific to issues, and you can use to see if there are any missing or duplicate, over 60 characters, below 30 characters. Having certain issues like this can or is considered bad and affect your overall SEO performance. The right window pane here follows the same format as the tabs and filters that we were just on, but it updates in real time. You can just kind of scroll through and it'll still give you the same information as you see within the tabs. The low window pane also populates data as well when you click on the different URLs in the main window pane here. So down here, it will display a bunch of different information. You can see that page's status code, indexability, the H1 or the title length, the H1 information. You can also click to see in links here, so all the pages on the website that link to this particular page, and a variety of other information that you can kind of just click through. So as a starting point, I definitely recommend going through different tabs and exploring different data points. So looking for response codes here, and if you have, especially if you have any 404s, that's something that should be fixed as soon as possible. Also looking at different page titles, I would look to see if there's anything missing, duplicate, over 60 characters, below 30, and additionally looking for any missing meta descriptions, if there's anything duplicate, and as well as if it's over or under. These are definitely little fixes that you can make to improve your SEO performance. And so usually what I do is go ahead and once the crawl is complete, I will export all this data, and I usually just export it as a CSV file, just upload it to Drive, and I can work out of it in a spreadsheet, and I can see all this information here and what I need to change, if there's anything missing that I need to fix, if I need to add in a meta description. It's all just very easy to update within a spreadsheet and see everything overall. So this is by no means an exhaustive list. There are so many different features the Screaming Frog tool has that I did not cover, but this is a good basis to get started, and you can always reach out to myself or Carlotta for help if you're interested in us performing SEO audit for your site. So I'll just stop here and we'll continue learning about some other helpful SEO tools.
So that was Screaming Frog. Another great tool to use and that I would recommend everyone to use is Google Search Console. I will say I use Google Search Console every day. It's a free tool and it will tell you about your overall website's health. The really great thing too about it is that it will send you notifications. So if you have any server errors, if you have 404s, your rich snippet code is incorrect, anything about like the overall health of your website, it will send you these notifications via email and also provide you with how to fix it. Not only that, but the really great thing that I like to use it for is just for overall SEO purposes. So it'll tell you about the amount of impressions that each individual page on your website is getting, as the clicks that your web page is getting. Also will tell you about the keywords, so what terms people are searching for to get to your website. So that's really great because then you can kind of like track your data that way, see what improvements you need to make. But specifically relating to SEO, it provides you with that free keyword research tool, but there are a lot of other keyword research tools that are free. Carlotta, you know a little bit about that.
Yeah, there are definitely several tools that we use, probably more than several, but I think my two favorite ones, two tools that I really use every single time I have to do keyword research for a client, for a site seeker, are number one, Uber Suggest by Neil Patel. Uber Suggest is a free Chrome extension that obviously you can add to your Chrome browser, and it shows very interesting and important information about search queries. For example, you can see the monthly searches of that query, or the competition, the cost per click, other related keywords that can give you really inspiration. And it's a really easy tool to use. Type in a keyword in your search engine and see all the data that we just mentioned. It's great if you're looking to generate new keywords idea, and obviously there is a paid version which offers even more information, but the free one is definitely a great starting point. The second tool that I use all the time when I do keyword research is Google Ads Keyword Planner. So this is a tool that comes with your Google Ads account. So you need to set that up. It's free. But once that's done, you get access to all of its features, including the Keyword Planner. And it's so great for to help also combine and integrate both your SEO and your digital advertising. And it gives you very similar information to what Uber Suggest does, but I really like it because you can add up to 10 keywords at a time, and so it gives you related queries that come from those 10 keywords that you put in. And another cool thing is that when you do keyword research for a specific page, you can add that URL to the tool, and so it filters out all the keywords that may be related to the queries that you put in, but not to the page. So that's definitely a very cool tool, and it's great again for inspiration and also to build very strong keyword lists. And Corinne, if you were in our audience today, and now you know what SEO is, you heard about all these tools, and maybe you're overwhelmed, which is understandable. What is the first thing that you would do if you wanted to start implementing SEO like today?
The first thing I would do, hands down, would be to install Google Search Console. As I talked about before, I use it all the time, every day. It's a free tool. It has a really great interface, easy to use. I mean, there's nothing bad that I can say about Google Search Console. And another free tool that I really like and I use all the time, specifically for keyword research, is what you mentioned, Carlotta, is Uber Suggest. I mean, it's an easy extension. It provides you with a lot of information, and again, it's just very easy to use. So those are the two I would recommend. What about you?
I think that the first thing I would do possibly is run an audit. So maybe I would use actually what you said before, Screaming Frog, because I feel that that really can help you prioritize, see if something is wrong with your website, like if your URLs, they are 404s, if there are server errors again. I would definitely start with that, especially if you don't have a lot of help, and so you really have to prioritize and make sure that you only work on a few things and move on that line. And then I feel that also another thing that maybe we didn't really discuss too much is also local optimization. Think about it. It's really important that the critical information of your business that is online, obviously, is correct. Let's say that maybe you just moved, so your office has changed, like the address, or your phone number has changed, and then you didn't update it online, right? People are not going to find you if they look for you. So I feel that it's really important to try and understand if there are mistakes in your this business information. And we actually do have a free tool on the SiteSeeker's website. If you go to site-seeker/scan, you can immediately scan the internet to see your local information, and on multiple platforms, I would say famous platforms like Facebook, Bing, Yelp, Google, and more. So that's definitely something I would keep into consideration. And before we jump into our customer success story, Corinne, I just want to point out that SEO takes time. So even if you start today or tomorrow, you're not going to see results in a week. It's something that it takes a lot of time, and I would say get started and then check back after a few months. Even what you said, Corinne, Search Console, that's definitely a tool that you must have. It's great. You can start, and then 3 months in, 4 months in, you can do a comparison. Have your impressions increased or decreased? What is your average position now? So I feel that as long, if you want to dive into SEO, do it. just we're trying to set expectations here and just let you know that it takes a little bit of time to show results.
Right. And just to add a little bit to that too, I mean, so you're picking these various keywords and you are developing your SEO strategy. So like Carlotta said, you want to make sure you give it time. Don't just go in, change it. You don't see something happening in like a few days or a week and then you're changing it again. You know, give it enough time. Like I said, I think 3 to 5 months is usually pretty good, and then maybe you can reevaluate your strategy. But I wouldn't, start changing things all the time and expecting to see a result from that. So just make sure to give yourself time though, but it's great to get started as soon as you can. And I actually have a customer success story that I want to share with you all. It's actually a project that I helped to work on too, and it's directly related to this episode about SEO, but it's a major client that we have. I'm a material handling client that manufactures and supplies material handling equipment. And so the challenge that we were presented with is, increasing their overall organic traffic. Now they had really great paid traffic, but we wanted to see more leads coming in for organic traffic. So what did we do? We implemented an SEO strategy that involved intense keyword research, metadata. So after doing that, we kind of built more content for each page around that. So this was done in the summer months, and so we checked back in Q4 because, as we said, it takes some time. So we looked in Q4 and we saw really amazing results. 43% overall organic traffic increase and 23% more leads site-wide came in. So that was including form fills and phone call conversions. So really great results that we can say, through looking at these different results from Google Search Console, Google Analytics, which we didn't talk about, but we could see that organic traffic had increased. We showed the client, they were very happy. So as you can see, there's really great benefits for SEO, and as we said before, which I'll just stress again, that it does take time, but the results can really pay off.
That is a very great success story, Corinne. Thanks so much for sharing that. It really proves everything that we really said today. And I think that our first episode has come to an end. So thank you so much, all of you, for joining us today. We really hope that you found this insightful, helpful. If you're overwhelmed, that's normal. Like, we are here. If you have any questions, we will link our LinkedIn profiles down below in case you want to connect or ask us anything about the episode today. And also we will make sure to link all the resources that we mentioned today still down below. So again, thank you so much for being with us, and we hope to see you soon.
Yes, see you next time when for episode 2, we're going to talk about paid advertising, which is a personal favorite of mine if I have one. I mean, I love SEO, I love paid advertising, I love digital marketing. So we can't wait to see you in the next episode. And again, as Carlotta said, we'll provide our information, and please reach out if you have questions. We are definitely here to help you. And also, thank you, Coco, for your great help today.
Yeah, great participation
yes,
here.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See you next time.
See you next time.